Okay, I'm recording a crazy taxi video, but I'm turning that shit down on Dolphin. I've been playing this game a lot recently, and I thought it would be neat that if other people wanted to play this game, I'd show them some cool techniques that can be done in the game. Because this game is actually quite hard. If you want to really get super in-depth with it and beat the game's sort of challenge mode, which is called the crazy box, where you just beat, you know, a whole cube of challenges here. Some of these are really hard, especially the S ones on the edge here. So, I'm gonna hop into a 10-minute arcade game. I would say in general, you'll want to stick with Gina or Gus. Gina has the smallest car, Gus has the heaviest car. But BD Joe and Axel are fine as well. It's not super duper important, but, you know, it helps. This game, you've got, you know, techniques you can do. So right now I'm currently doing the Crazy Boost, which is an aptly named technique where if you're in the drive gear and you pick up someone from a complete stop and you hold A, you're kind of slow to start up. This is me just holding A and getting up. So from a complete stop in this game, the best thing you can do is a Crazy Boost. And what you'll want to do is basically be in the reverse gear. I like to be in the reverse gear. You can be in the drive gear, but you want to tap your drive gear and then press accelerate in a sort of small window. And the reason you kind of want to go into reverse is eventually you get into a muscle memory thing, where you're going into reverse gear so you can reset your Crazy Boost while you're driving, and then you can actually do multiple in a row and the game lets you build up a lot of speed that way. I think it lets you do 3 or 4 usually. That's your usual top speed. Every car has the top speed, that's why it doesn't really matter which one you pick. But it's just the other stats that sort of matter. So that's the Crazy Boost. There are ways to drift in this game as well. So right now I am drifting. There's a couple of ways to drift. There's also a few ways to fly. This game has cool physics. The easiest way to drift, and probably the most useful one, is you just go from reverse gear to drive gear and then hold your drive gear. So it's just down, up, and you can just drift like that. There are ways to drift backwards that give you, you know, infinite money. It's sort of a bit of an exploit. Regular drifting, reverse gear, drive gear. Just keep holding the stick, you'll eventually start drifting. It's really good for narrowing corners and things. So I'm coming up to this one here, and then I just drift it, and I'm taking a much cleaner line. A note that I didn't learn until really, really late is that you cannot do drifts while crazy boosting. So if I do some crazy boosts here, and I try to drift, or rather at higher speeds you can't do it. So if I start just crazy boosting in a straight line and not hitting things, and I try to drift, oh well, there's a timing. You can't immediately do a boost into a drift is the main thing. Yeah, right there. So I'm just doing my regular driving circle like that. I'm holding my drive and it's not drifting. There's another way to drift in the game too, which is a bit more precise, but this kind of drift makes you, like where you just go reverse to drive gear, it just sort of makes you drift in a circle. If you want to drift in a straight line, you have techniques for that as well. So say I wanted to pick up this guy here, orange guy. And I'm coming up to him, pretend scenario. I would do something like that. You need to be at a bit quicker speed. Let's say that at the bottom of this hill here, there's a customer I can pick up. So I'd be going quick, and then I'd stop, and I'd do that. So it's a bit of a strange input. You need to learn it for the crazy box if you want to do any of the challenges. It's sort of a required technique, because some of the timings are really tight, and this is the best way to sort of come to a complete stop while drifting and angling your car in the right direction. So the button inputs is you sort of just go reverse gear, drive gear, but between doing reverse and drive, you're also braking. So you add a brake input, so it's reverse brake, drive gear, while you know, having some speed. So let me try that out. And it also helps if you're pulling inward. You can see Gus's arm moving there. You pull inward from the direction that you're drifting, and it also helps you stop quicker, because if you don't, you slide a lot. So this is me doing it without, and you see I slid crap ton there. What other techniques has this game got? You've got, I guess, crazy stops. They're a bit niche, but they have their uses always. Braking in this game, usually if you want to get high scores and stuff, braking is more just timing it, you know, knowing what speed you're going. The best way to brake is going into reverse and brake, and you'll slow down. But there's that brake as well, where the back of your car flips up, which is a very strange mechanic. Where basically, if you're in a crazy boost and you're if you're doing a crazy boost and you're below a certain speed, you can hit reverse and brake really quickly to make your car do that, where the sparks fly off the back and the back of the car jumps. I don't find it too useful, but it's good to know because sometimes things will happen in this game and you'll wonder why they're happening. And that's one of the reasons why one of these things can happen. It's a very slow brake, but at the speed that you're usually going in a normal run of this game, it's not the most useful. I would definitely say Crazy Boost by far is the most useful, and then I would say your just reverse drive drifting for taking sharper turns is also quite useful. In terms of driving, I mean, it's hard to actually do some fine movements. I would say learn to sort of fine adjust your stick or your I don't know why you would use a D-pad, but you know, your stick or your wheel. Fine movements make a lot of difference. Being able to drive through cars like this, you get money, you get like a through every time you sort of drive between a car like this. So it's very useful when you're doing arcade game runs and stuff. So learning how to do stuff like this, of course I did it there because I played fucking F-Zero and this game and everything. My fingers are kind of used to it. It's going to be very strange if you haven't if you're always full 100%ing each corner, you're probably not going to do very good in this game. Because if I try to 100% my stick and do fine movement between cars, usually your car will start sliding to the left or the right. So here's me trying to drive with 100%, trying to dodge and weave between cars. It's really, really difficult sometimes. I picked someone up. Okay, I'll give you a quick little demonstration of what you should do when you're stopping off. So this is the natural route that you'll go in an arcade run of the game. This area is really good because you can just sort of hug the wall. You can do a little wall ride here. And you get a lot of throughs, you get a lot of money. Your fare. Where are we going? The theater. The theater's right behind the wall here, so it doesn't matter what side I go to. And I just do a little 180. So imagine I want to angle my car to get that red guy there. You probably shouldn't, because, I mean, you would always probably want to get the green. But yeah, you'll always want to angle your car towards it, and you can do that with drifts. And that's when the brake drift stop becomes really useful, because it sort of lets you do full 180s. And then you can do that. Also, oh goodness, what I've been using recently, I got a run that was about 30,000. It's my best run so far. What really helped is that in the situation that you're not well adjusted, say I've stopped here. This is a really bad place to stop, because what you usually have to do from a complete stop is you do actually need to be in the drive gear and hold A and just turn your car like this and then do a crazy drift out. What I've been utilizing is you can actually start a crazy boost and then immediately go back into the reverse gear, and the boost sort of goes backwards. So you can do backwards crazy boosting. A bit unintuitive. But especially at a complete stop like this, it is sometimes very, very useful to be going backwards while you know, turning your car around. So that's a good use of a stop there. But yeah, try this game out. It's very, very fun. And yes, and also some things about this game, little Easter eggs. So you can unlock the bike in this game by completing the crazy box. You just press up on the D-pad. And what you can also do is you can tap R on the character select, and then hold R and select your character, and you see in the bottom left there, it says Another Day. And this actually gives you a separate mode in the game, where it sort of coerces you to do different routes. So normally you'll go the complete opposite of this. This map sort of has like a loop to it. And you can just... you just take the loop, and very naturally people spawn in the right area. It's very well thought out. The Another Day mode basically makes you flip that on its head, and you'll keep just... You'll go the reverse order of things that you normally would. I don't think Another Day runs get counted on the main leaderboard, so careful with that, I guess. But, you know, if you get a run of 5,000, it's not too bad. This game's rankings, you get, you know, I think you've got 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. On 5,000 you get an S rank, and you get the credits sequence. But for the power gamers in all of us, you can then aim for 10,000, double of your S rank, which is almost ridiculous, and you get the awesome rank, and it's like, it's so great. But after that, if you're an uber mega gamer deluxe, and you get $20,000, you get the Crazy rank. Because that is actually the name of the game, is Crazy Taxi. There is a Crazy Taxi 2 and there is a Crazy Taxi 3. Crazy Taxi 2 is pretty good, and I know basically nothing about Crazy Taxi 3, to be fair. I'm pretty sure the techniques are all the same. These are very legacy things. I think if they edited things, it would just be very strange. So I think the controls are the same, but there's, you know, different map, different locations, different cab drivers, if you really care about that. Mechanically speaking, I think they're very similar games. I really do enjoy the first one, though. This one that I'm currently playing. You can click off the video now. I will just be playing through my run until I get 5,000, and then I can play the credit sequence. That's about it. But if you want to watch the gameplay, here you go. Watching a 5,000 Crazy Taxi run with pretty minimal knowledge of the Another Day mode. Going to the police station. I do really mean stop watching the fucking video too, you dickhead. I'm not gonna. There's nothing at the end here. It is just me playing the game and the credits. I promise.
Yo, take me to the mall.
I don't know if you can hear my control inputs. You probably can. Feel the tactile feel of the fucking GameCube controller.
Watch it, honey. You better be more careful. I'm the best. Alright, didn't expect you to hear so fast.
Do I even get 5,000? That might be very embarrassing if I don't.
Come on, get in. Hey, good job. Yo, I want to go to the bank. Go, dude. Ow. Pay more attention. Oh, you hit it. Oh,
Cool physics.
watch it, you dork. Yeah. Oh, watch it, you dork. Baby, you're a great driver. You right. Take it easy. Yo, hop in. Yeah. Whoa. Ow. What are you doing? Let's go. All right. All right. Wow. What are you doing? All right. Let's go. All right. All right. Yeah. All right. Let's go. All right. Excellent. Keep it up. You're amazing.
combo there. That was a really shit stop. What the fuck? Yeah, there was no one here. That does not usually happen in the base game. I think we're gonna get fucked with it. Okay, pretty chill. And then I'll just let the timer run down. And you can watch the credits. Please, please, please just get a Dreamcast emulator. Or a GameCube emulator, or any of the good ports of this game, and just play it on there. It makes the game 100 million times better with the soundtrack. I promise. When you hear those ya 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 ya's in the start, like that, perfect timing, it is a different experience. Hey, and if you ever come across an arcade cabinet of this game, I mean, goodness, jeez, man, what a game. But we're just gonna let the timer run out. We're gonna try and do a lap of the map in 30 seconds, which I don't think he can do. I think he can do it in like a minute 40. Cool little wall ride there. We'll take a nice tour. But yes, please, 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 please emulate this fucking game. Do not buy the Steam version with the bad soundtrack. I think some ports, like the Xbox 360 version, have the bad music. But I'm gonna shut up now. You can watch the credits. Actually, does another day even have credits? It'll be really strange if it doesn't. But that's an S rank.
Class S license. Man, that was amazing driving. I'm sure you're gonna come by and show it to me again sometime, right? Here we go. Automatons with business suits, swinging black boxes, sequestering the blueprints of daily life. Content and free of care, they rejoice in morning ritual as they file like drone and colonies to their office in the sky. I don't ask questions, don't promo demonstration, don't look for new consensus, don't straight from constitution. If I pierce the complexity, I won't find salvation, just about it over truth from the evil and deception. There isn't either logic, and we're taught to stay far from it. It is simple and elegant, but it's cruel and antithetic, and there's no effort to reveal it. Graduated mentor strolling marbled brick porticos, in sagacious dialogue they despise their average ways, betraying pomp and discipline, they mold their institution when they practice exclusion on the masses every day. I don't ask questions, don't follow demonstration, don't look for new consensus, go straight from constitution. If I pierce the complexity, I won't find salvation, just falling over truth on the evil and deception. There is an inner logic, and we're taught to stay far from it. It is simple and elegant, but it's cruel and antithetic, and there's no effort to reveal it. Ooh, yeah, that was unbelievable. I mean, amazing. Why don't you come back again and do it to us again right here on Crazy Taxi.
Yeah, this game's awesome. Okay, bye bye.